In this video, I'll compare the DGTM2 and the DGTM3 CV template, highlight every important change and show you exactly where your team will spend the most time if you are still managing consultant CVs manually. Here are the original templates. I could show you these templates original the way they are, but I think it's richer if I show you an example. So what has really changed, how it looks like, because showing the empty template I think doesn't show you the real picture. So for that I have used my own personal CV. I would like to show you the two different templates. On the left, the DGTM2 CV template, and then on the right, the DGTM3 CV template. Something that you can see straight away is the header. DGTM3 doesn't have a header like DGTM2 has. Something that's also changed is the bordering. On DGTM2, the borders are smaller than DGTM3, so the borders have changed. In the beginning, everything remains the same. Current function, profile. You need to see here, this is a consistent change. External service provider has been changed to ex-service provider. There's no more reference to external service provider. Also, something that has changed is the education levels. Now DGTM3 uses the EQF and then the remaining the same. So pay a lot of attention to the years of experience apart studies for the newcomers, new companies operating under DGTM3. Let me just explain you this. The years of study means that you cannot overlap studies and professional experience at the same time. So even if the career started in 2007, only after the studies, after the 5 years of completion, should start to count. If you make the count from today till 2007, would be 19 years, but here is only 18 years. And then the specific expertise, the number of months of experience per technology. This is a lot of done by hand. This is a lot of time-consuming exercise, and then you need to make it consistent between all the examples, but it's really key. So DGTM3 as DGTM2, the compliance is really critical to don't create risks of the CV being rejected because of the compliance has not been respected. So this is really important. And if you are doing this exercise for 300 consultants, good luck. It consumes a lot of time. Proposed level has changed. DGTM3 doesn't have proposed level anymore. In terms of CV summary, it remains the same text. Then when you go to CV training certificates, you can see that some double spacing that existed in the past doesn't exist anymore, and the formatting has changed as well. Rest remains the same. When you go to CV expertise page, this section is by far the one that consumes the most time on this template. I can tell you that first time that I did my European institutions CV template, that was DESIS2 CV template, took me like 3 hours. You need to put the projects, the skills, the rating, the months of experience, taking in consideration the overlaps, and the projects that are being listed. Here remains exactly the same. The structure didn't change, but you need to make sure that when you are doing the takeover phase, you reflect this, taking in consideration the months of experience on each professional experience that has changed, and then these months must be reflected. And you should include all the skills that you are listing on the project. When you go to the projects, we have also big changes. It has changed from project to working to assignment. So there's no more project name. Now there is assignment title. The team size, before it was project size, now is team size, amount of people, and then the company, the description. So no more project. So project. Now project has been removed, and now we have assignment. Again, when you list the technologies and methodologies used here, mandatorily, they need to be listed on a top table that we just listed before. If the CV is compliant, you need to make sure that every single technology here is listed on the top, and the number of effective months must be updated accordingly. Here, pay attention to the newcomers, pay a lot of attention to the overlapping. You cannot overlap experiences. You cannot double count experiences. Here is a really critical point. Assignment title now is the job title. The project name has been moved here, and then the assignment title is the job title that you have been operating. And you need to make sure that every single professional experience is encoded in the proper way, right formatting, the tables, the borderings have changed, and everything remains consistent. If you have 9 professional experiences, make sure that everything is consistent, the effective months are consistent. I hope that your recruitment team and the delivery team have the right tools in place that helps you to automate all this work, and you don't need to do it manually. For example, if I would like to update my CV and saying I don't work in Almaviv anymore because for almost 1 year I'm full-time on Sprint CV, I would need to come here, Sprint CV, edit profile. So change the project, saying it's not ongoing anymore. I left commission in October 2025. update. And now, as soon as I do this, I will generate again this DGTM3 CV template in the Word document that has been generated. And now I can already see the months has dropped a lot, 10 months already. So it was 229, and now what it was 48, now is 38, because it has ended in end of September 2025. I hope you found this video useful, and now you have a clear understanding what has changed in a new DGTM3 CV template. If your company is preparing for the DGTM3 takeover or needs a more efficient way to manage consultant CVs, Sprint CV can help you. If you'd like to know how Sprint CV can support your organization, send me a message or book a short demo. I'll be delighted to show you how we can help your team save time, improve quality, and accelerate the delivery of consultants to the European institutions. Thank you for watching, and I wish you every success with your DGTM3 framework contract.